Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mangs, and wow, the Nintendo eShop got some pretty fucking banging music tonight. What the hell? This is really cool. So yeah, got a message on Skype from a friend telling me that Fire Emblem Fates is available for pre-downloading. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's do that. And I was like, hey, let's film it, because why not, yeah? I never filmed myself buying or downloading a Fire Emblem game before. So yeah, we're gonna buy Conquest or Birthright. Truth be told, I was actually considering doing a straw poll, but I've decided that the Conquests game just seems... it appeals to me more. Like, I haven't read or watched anything Fates related. I've seen a couple of cinematics and some trailers, that's it. I know nothing about the story. But based on at least what the developers are saying, the Conquest's path, or the Nor path, is more aimed towards old school Fire Emblem gamers. It's more strategic. You have less resources, or limited resources, I think is the word they use to describe it. Which to me, limited resources means that you don't like have an endless cash flow of gold. Like for example, if you have an arena available, that's an endless cash flow of gold, or if you have a grindable levels. Whereas Hoshido, according to them, is more forgiving towards newer players. So, again, I haven't watched or played anything Fates related, but this leads me to believe that Hoshido is probably a route where you can grind more, maybe? Anyway, I would ask that you don't discuss this in the comment section. I am going to keep the channel spoiler-free at least a month after Fate's release. I think that's a reasonable time. After that, I feel like if you haven't been spoiled it's kind of your own responsibility to avoid spoilers at that point. But at least 1 month after the North American release, I would ask you guys not to post any spoilers in the comment section. So far, you've been really amazing. I was afraid that when the channel attracted a lot of Awakening fans that they would start spoiling. But that actually hasn't happened. I've given out some warnings, like people have discussed mechanics, and I'm like, don't do that, because that's a little bit spoiler territory. I don't mind you guys uttering your opinions about Fates, like your opinion, like if you think Fates is a good or bad game, that's not a spoiler, that's just an opinion. But again, I would just like that you please try to keep the comment section spoiler-free, and I will do my part, and I won't have any spoilers in the thumbnails or in the video titles, because I know that there's a lot of you guys who are very afraid of getting spoiled, so much that some of you even wanted to unsub from my channel temporarily. Don't worry, that won't happen. And some of you guys even wanted to play the game with me, and that sounds really cool. That's a really cool idea. So yeah, we're gonna be... downloading Conquests, and this is gonna be fun. So yeah, I hope I didn't leave my credit card information up or something. Well, I guess I can just edit that out post-production. So, oh, press play to begin playback. Really? Let's take a look at this. What is this? Oh, it's the trailer. I guess we can watch the trailer. It's a really cool trailer. Two kingdoms at war. Which side will you choose? Or will you choose neither? There is a third path. I gotta say, this version of the Aqua song is really fucking cool. I can choose not to support either side. Oh, Aqua, she's fucking hot. She's named Ashura here, though. I thought Aqua was the original name. Or, I mean, the English name. No matter your path, expend your adventure with Fire Emblem Fates. Okay, so they already have DLC. Lovely. Beyond blood and bond lies a gate to other worlds. Okay, 11 new maps. Hey. Huh, of course. Gotta bring in as many characters as possible. Apparently they nerfed Pair Up bad. Pair Up is not gonna be, Oh, this is okay, this is a commercial for the DLC. I thought this was actually a trailer for the game, and I was like, wow, you're showcasing fucking DLC in your main trailer. I guess that was on me. Alright, tap here to pre-purchase. So yeah, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my expectations for Fates. And as I said, I haven't watched or played anything Fates related. First I gotta put in my zip code right here. I actually have one. This is not my real zip code. This is the zip code from the guy that I bought the 3DS from. Apparently that gives me the best price. Or so I believe. I think it's kind of funny that you actually have to enter the zip code Yeah, I'll blur out his information so we don't see his address on the screen. I think that even though you guys have no idea who he is, I still think it's an okay thing to do. Alright. So yeah, my expectations for Fire Emblem Fates, The Path of Nor. I am really looking forward to it. I really am, not gonna lie. Even though there's a lot of fucking outcry and outrage in the community, $43. That's not a bad price for a Fire Emblem game. I'm willing to pay that. I have some... the thing is, I can't use my credit card to buy this, because it doesn't work in North America. So I actually had to get this guy. He's really fucking cool guy, by the way. I really like him a lot. I still don't know his YouTube username. I forgot to ask. But I have him on Skype, and he did all this for me. I am so fucking great. If you're watching this now, thank you. You have fucking helped so much. I don't want to say your real name because I'm not sure if you're comfortable with that. Because I feel like I feel like I have a responsibility not to like hand out personal information. Because this channel could grow very large one day. You never know. Download now. We're gonna download it now. Of course we can download it now. But as I was saying, there's a lot of fucking outcry in the Fire Emblem community, and I guess this just goes to show. Okay, it's downloading. Lovely. I can put the 3DS down now. Oh, that's a cool animation. I like that. Oh, that is annoying as fuck, though. But yeah, a lot of crying, a lot of fucking rage, a lot of fucking cursing and swearing. There's a copy pasta going around now, and they're posting it fucking everywhere. Oh, it's a sad day to be in the Fire Emblem community, it really is. I mean, I have never seen the Fire Emblem community more immature than it is behaving right now. And usually I don't get into discussions on the internet, but holy shit, even I have been baited into a couple of discussions. I know Mr. Antinen has been pretty fucking upset as of late. He's gotten into a few arguments. There's so much ignorance going on in the community right now, and I think that the awakening babies, as I like to call them, they are crying the hardest right now due to the content being removed. You all saw my video about the Skinship being removed. You guys know where I stand on that. But really, guys, all I have to say is holy fucking shit, did Awakening bring in a lot of crybabies, and I guess Fates is only going to escalate, man, isn't it? I mean, I'm so grateful that we have a new Fire Emblem game, and I haven't really talked anything about it yet, but I'm really glad that the series is not dead, because that would be sad. If hacks were the only thing we had to look forward to, you know, as long as there's official releases, there's hope. As long as there's life, there's hope. But yeah, my expectations, they're not really high, because honestly, I think that the developers looked at Awakening and they went, wow, Awakening sold really well, let's continue doing what Awakening did. And of course, they'd be stupid not to. I mean, if you have a recipe for success, you'd be an idiot not to follow it. Personally, I have this theory that I think that Awakening did really well because the 3DS was extremely popular. Like, if you look at the sales figures for Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance, they didn't sell very well. Radiant Dawn in particular sold extremely crappy. I am of the firm belief that this was much the fault of the console as it was the fault of the game, because I don't think Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are bad games at all. I think they're really good. And Awakening probably sold really well because it came out at a very convenient time. There wasn't much competition going on in the tactical RPG world, so it didn't really have a lot of competitors to compete with. And I think that a lot of people have a 3DS now. A lot more people have a 3DS now than people having Wii's and GameCubes in the past. The GameCube in particular wasn't really that popular to my knowledge. So when Awakening came out, naturally, if it's a console a lot of people own, and it's the only tactical RPG of its time when it comes out, it's gonna sell well. And I'm not saying that Awakening was a bad game, not at all. It's a Fire Emblem game, so by default it's really good. But I think that they're gonna follow a lot of the trends that they did with Awakening. They're gonna focus a lot on eye candy. They're gonna focus a shit ton on DLC, romances, the avatar being a main character this time around instead of a side character. Yikes, that does not sound good at all. I do not expect anything from, what is it, Corrin? Kamui? I think it's Corrin, yeah, Corrin. I don't even know. I don't expect a lot from the main character at all. I think the main character is going to be bland as all fucking hell, but then again, show me one Fire Emblem game where the main character hasn't been bland as fuck. The main character has never been any good in Fire Emblem, guys. Before some of you guys say, oh, Hector, no. Hector is alright, but He's not really a main character either, is he? He's a side lord. At least that's what he is to me. Eliwood is kind of the main character of Fire Emblem 7, I think. Eliwood and Lyn, maybe. So yeah. I don't expect much at all. I don't expect good maps. I've seen some of the maps, and they seem to very much follow in the footsteps of Awakening, in that they are designed to be visually, aesthetically pleasing to look at, but there's not really a lot of good terrain going on. I'm sure Antonin is going to disagree with me on this. And it's probably going to feel very much like Awakening, in my opinion. The animations all look like Awakening. The engine seems to be a modified Awakening engine. The graphics are very similar. So yeah, in terms of like sheer enjoyment for the gameplay, I'm probably not gonna be too excited, but I hear that the story is better than in Awakening. I mean, it would be fucking impressive if they managed to fuck it up more than Awakening did. I know that there are children in Fates. I have no idea how they're going to be implementing them, but apparently it's really silly, people have told me, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And of course, there's going to be a lot of fucking waifus. People are going to be so obsessed with their fucking waifus, and they're going to be so angry because they can't stroke them in the face with their stick. Like they always will be. But one thing is for sure, I'm going to have a lot of fun. And I know I will have a lot of fun playing Fates, because I had fun playing fucking Awakening. I have fun playing Awakening now, so I'll probably have a lot of fun playing Fates. I will be bringing co-hosts on. I've talked to Gasts. I'm pretty sure that Gast is going to be my main co-host, and you will probably see Mr. Antonin too. Hell, maybe you'll see someone else too. Maybe I'll bring a surprise guest on. I almost mentioned a spoiler there for Awakening, but I'm not gonna elaborate on that. So yeah, this is probably gonna take some time to complete. Didn't plan on speaking through the entire downloading process, really. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm looking forward to playing Fates, and I hope that you guys will be looking forward to watching it. I plan to have the first episode out on the day it gets released, so look forward to that. Anyway, my name is Mangs, and I'll see you guys very soon, hopefully. Goodbye.